Hello, everyone. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. And we're coming to you live from round 2 of Day 1B. This is the Las Vegas Grand Championships, hosted by Fly Better at the Las Vegas Open, streamed by Gold Squadron podcast, and sponsored by Curl Paw Creatives. My co-host for this round, I think, did I just do that in one breath?
I wasn't counting.
Well, my co-host is who?
This is the Wade.
The Wade. This is the Wade. Super excited for this matchup.
This is going to be a good game.
This is like classic X-Wing.
This is like Wade 3 X-Wing. 2014. Let me paint you a picture.
Yeah, so let's go ahead. Let's break down these squads.
So both of these are playing 5X of the same ships. Sam Vargas is rocking the Empire Scimitar Squadron pilot. He's got barrage rockets and proton bombs. And then Jonathan Gomes has Blue Squadron escorts ×5 with servitor, just the S-foils. Honestly, this is a tough choice for me. I don't know who's going to win this.
Well, it's time. The time is now.
It is already time.
You got to choose your champion. So we're playing a little game here. It's Vegas. Vegas equals games. Little choose your champion. Okay. So whoever the majority picks, you, the audience. Very easy to vote, by the way. Just type 1 or 2. 1 is a vote for the person on the left. 2 is a vote for the person on the right. Your player, if they win, you guys get a point. If you guys score 4 out of 6, we will give away a bonus prize today, on top of all the giveaways we do already. So, you can go ahead and start choosing your champion.
Early votes in. It's going to be close again. Last round was just a couple votes difference from you guys. This one, I've always been an Empire player. I've played 5 bomber lists, and I think I'm going to have to go with the bombers. Jonathan did do a deployment style to kind of spread them out, hopefully to try to avoid some of those mines or some of those proton bombs. But I do think Sam Vargas, even though he doesn't have like somebody like Captain Jonas to help him out, I think he's going to do pretty well with barrage rockets and with the proton bombs against these 5 X-Wings.
So let's talk about being in formation versus not being in formation. The pros and cons here. So obviously, if you have some type of abilities that help you to stay in formation, that, for instance, things like Howl Runner, like Captain Jonas, that allows you to get re-rolls or some type of modification or some type of special ability, that would be a reason. But if you don't have those things, if you want to be in a formation like Sam has, what this does, it basically creates a death funnel, right? You have all 5 of your arcs pointed in a single direction in a really tight box, okay? This is basically what you're creating is this, and saying, if you're a ship here, you're going to get shot by all 5 of my ships, and hopefully you are cleared from the table. Now, one really interesting aspect of this matchup is because we have them both at initiative 2, every ship is gonna get to shoot every time. This is gonna be really interesting.
You ready for some knowledge?
Drop it on me, son.
All right, so World War I, some of the rules for fighting included, were written, they were called the Dicta Bolke.
Okay.
I might be mispronouncing that, but I'm not a historian, so it's okay.
That's right.
One of the rules state that in order to win a dogfight, you have to fly together. And I have always believed that swarms should be flying together. Yesterday we saw a good swarm fly separate, and it showed its usefulness. But flying together does give you the option to just kind of, just like you were saying, just find one target in front of you, make sure it is deleted from the map.
Then on Jonathan's side, one of the ideas for taking a quote-unquote swarm and not being in formation is to gather the net. It's a different type of strategy where you're creating more of a firing line by taking, oops, our artillery, there you go, taking different pilots and coming from different angles. And it's a very similar strategy because you put something in the middle, you get all 5 arcs on, it works. But it gives you different options and different exit strategy depending on where your opponent's ships are. I'm really curious to see how this works. I'm excited. You know, we have a couple of players at our store at Pastimes in Chicago that were really big proponents of the closing the net style of flying when you had a swarm, assuming you didn't have any type of abilities. And it's one that, like, I I feel like it takes a long time to master, because the problem is that if you're in this trying to create a net, if you try to create the net on the wrong turn, you're in big trouble, because all of a sudden now your guys start overlapping. They're no longer facing in that same direction where they are. Also, Jonathan could be using just a firing line tactic right now. You know, he banked out here. If everybody just, at some point, just 2 turns, you know, you could end up having all of them in a line, essentially, firing at a target.
I think one of Jonathan's plans here is try to find a way, if you are an inexperienced swarm flyer and you are going to be forced to make some of these turns, some players may start bumping into their ships, breaking the formation entirely. Sam, I don't know personally, but I can only assume that with this bomber list that he brought to a grand championship, he's got to have been played it for quite a while and quite some time, and has the experience in his belt to hopefully easily maneuver this swarm. I love swarms, man. This is going to be a great game.
All right.
And I am once more going. Actually, looks like I'm going to be going with the player choice and going with the Empire player.
I think you swayed them. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
I think you altered the vote.
I don't know. The bombs, I think the main thing the bombers need to do is make sure he stays in formation long enough to at least get some of these X-wings off the map and off the board before breaking his formation. Breaking formation is also fine. It's really, you got to make sure you get your opening salvo good and strong. Whew.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit to get engaged here, but once it gets going, this is going to be this is where the fun begins. Like, really, it's gonna get going. A couple of advantage on tech for each of the ships, okay? The S foils right now on all those X-wings are closed. That means they have access to the boost action, allowing them to move a little bit faster, gives them some different movement opportunities depending on where they want to engage from. The bombers, they have that awesome ship ability. It's something that it's a small difference but can end up adding up. So it's the nimble bomber ship ability. It says if you would drop a device using a straight template, you may use a bank template, left or right, bank template of the same speed instead. So that little bit of bend on those proton bombs on the way out, because I think the idea here with the formation is that as they they go in for a run, bombers, I believe still, let me make sure I'm not speaking out of my butt here, wrong ship, they still have access to a 5K. They flip over the formation, but before that, you've left a bunch of proton bombs in your wake, and those little bit of angles can help you overlap that area of effect in order to hit those bombs on more of the opponent's ships.
This is probably going to be, so we do actually, oh no, he didn't bump there.
Nope, the calculated, baby.
But it does look like he kind of broke his formation a little bit with that. Probably going to try to piecemeal. He might actually be able to just fly straight with all these 2 or 3 straight, and then like a 2 bank or 3 bank to kind of help get it back into that position. Not a big deal on his end. And it looks like he's going to just kind of clear these gas clouds. Like this is his new lane. This is the way.
This is there it is.
That Sam Vargas is going to take, and he's got to get there fast enough before Jonathan can get away. TIE bombers do have only a 4 straight, no 5.
Mm-hmm. I like what Jonathan's doing here, though. He's stretching the field. He's trying to get around this outside and force Sam to deal with all of this. Though, let's get rid of some of this. all these obstacles right here. Like that is what Jonathan's going for. I'm pretty sure that's the play.
I didn't see who placed what obstacle, but this might actually be all of Sam's plan. He might have anticipated having to come through this with him going around like this, even only to 5K at the end here, and just have this lane again going the other way. Once more, man, this is going to be a good game. I am excited to talk to Dion.
And I am excited to talk to you. Hey, Wade.
Hey, yeah.
My name's Dion.
Dion?
Yeah.
You called me Wade.
I did, but I did it just to emphasize
Do we have to talk on stream about this?
It's all right. You know, I literally have family that pronounce my name wrong.
Dion?
My godmother calls me Dion, and I hate it. Okay.
Can I call you Dion?
No, my God, no.
Not really, no. It's my friends.
No, the worst is when I introduce myself to somebody, say, hi, my name's Dion. They're like, oh, hi, Dion. I'm like, did you not hear the words coming out of my mouth?
It's the Minnesotan, I think.
I guess.
Maybe the accent.
Like I said, I have to lose people who play each other. It's not like, oh, I can't play. It just can't happen.
This is the Wade shirts win. This is the Wade shirts, huh?
Why would you buy one of those?
Look at it.
That's a shirt for me.
Blue Squadron Novice would buy a This is the Wade shirt.
Everyone's basically creating those shirts.
All profits for Wade.
No.
We'll sell millions.
We'll sell 3.
We'll sell, hey.
Me, my mom, and Blue Squadron Novice will have them.
Oh, honey, this is so nice. They made a t-shirt about you. So soft. I don't know why. It's your grandma, apparently. Oh, Rango Fett 74. Yes, I love the lid. Oh my God. Yes, I'll show it off at the end of this round. It was great. Look, a second person. Phil Found Glory. Take money for This is the Wade shirt.
That's just a bot channel.
That's a bot channel?
Or a bot name, yep.
Phil Found Glory. Say that you're not a bot.
Well, that's what the bots want you to think.
All right. Dials are coming down. Jonathan thinking about those back guys. I think the idea here, I honestly think he's considering turning in. I don't think it's the time.
I don't think so either.
It's not the time.
But the problem with Swarm versus Swarm, even though it's a 5 Swarm versus 5 Swarm, is you're going to have to make sure you keep an eye on the time.
Yep.
It's just, that's not a lot of time to play, the positioning game with 5 ships on each side.
If you would buy a This is the Wade shirt, please type This is the Wade in the chat, please. We're gonna find out right now how many.
2.
All right, we're still leaving that Choose Your Champion poll open. You can type 1 or 2 in the chat as well. Got him.
Oh my God.
Got him. We're doing this. Come on. We're doing this.
Somebody said no.
I didn't ask you to say no. Nice.
This is not the way. All right, I think he's doing 3s, or is that's a 2?
2 straight. Focus. Those focus, and I think Sam took the initiative here mostly because he won the roll-off, mostly because he needs to make sure he has that focus.
Sorry. Just the fact that it's also the client says, I would like to see the baby.
Very nice. Very, very good Twitch name grab.
Oh, weird. All right, sorry.
So the green dice allow you to cancel the red dice.
So you need those focuses for barrage rockets, and that's another thing that once we get in the scrum that could hurt Sam is because he's moving first. The initial engagement, he's going to be able to have those focuses most likely, but in previous in later turns when things start getting mixed up and bumps start happening, he no longer has barrage rockets available. And X-wings at range 1 without actions have 4 dice. That's obviously 4 is bigger than 3 because numbers, and that's how they work.
This is your range ruler.
All right, very nice. 1 bank there behind the formation here. Now, a reminder: these guys are lined up now. If they both go 1 straight, even though they are at range 0 at the moment, or they may have considered to have been overlapping, because after the overlap, they unoverlap. They're now at range 0. They both move. They didn't overlap again, so they will get a focus in the following turn if they just go straight.
Jonathan going around the gas clouds and obstacles in his path.
I want to see some boosts. Use
he
it.
might start trying. Nope.
Nope. Not quite.
Never mind. Sorry, excuse me.
All right. Librarian 101. Librarian 101. Yes, this is new points. Absolutely new points are legal here. And in a couple weeks at the UK System Open and also the Texas System Open, the new ships and pilots and all that will be legal. Should be pretty fun.
It does look like all of his foils are still closed. Somebody was asking. Nano, Antonio. Yep, there's a boost.
All right. Small bank in there.
The Bombers, I think they were going for a slow maneuver there. He did bump with his last, the pink scimitar, but I think he was going for a slow just to try to see if he could react to the positioning of the X-Wings. He didn't want to overcommit in case if, I think some of these ships were coming in hot, or if some of these ships were just going to start boosting super fast and hard. Oh, we got the mouse, that's why. Super fast and hard on the left side of the screen there.
All right, I'm done.
What are you doing?
I was putting the colors. We forgot to put the colors for the X-Wings.
Oh.
The Skittles.
Taste the rainbow.
That's right. Looks like we do have a couple of open wings there.
And he is coming in.
Ah, and here the net begins.
It's fine. What? No.
Right?
No.
60 for a pair, isn't that what you're doing?
No.
For the Worlds one? No.
It's 30 per pair. 30 per pair. And then some of the other ones are 40 per pair.
Wasn't it the Worlds ones that were 60? Huh?
It's sold so
Oh,
fast.
they're gone. Okay. What if you would have said yes?
Power Ranger. Actually, I did. At one point, I was working on painting all 5 of my bombers in my list as Power Rangers.
That's awesome.
I love painting up my ships in a theme like that. I have a TMNT squadron, as well as my Powerpuff Girls Jumpmaster still, back when trip jumps were a thing. The foils are open?
Yeah. S foils are open. Quick note, this was a misplay here by Sam. You're not allowed to, he measured from both of these ships. Just important to know that.
I think this last one is still closed.
Yeah, that one is closed.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
we're going to re-roll in the box.
Oh, decent roll again.
All right. These are barrage rockets. Leaving it there at 2.
Not spending a charge. This is going to be fun to try to keep track of all these charges.
Spending the focus there.
So
one
one's
shield
going through on the purple X-Wing.
All right. Hit, crit. He has a focus, probably spends it on defense there. That's a hit crit. And that crit's going to stick onto the blue scimitar.
Console fire. He actually took 2 damage out of that.
Yep. Console fire, before you engage, roll 1 attack die. On a hit result, suffer a crit. Another range 3 shot right here. This will be 3-on-3 again. No focus on the bomber anymore. Oh, another set of natties. Hit, crit. Oh, that's another set of natties. Natties on natties on natties. I love it. Do you love it?
No, I'm fine.
Come on, you gotta love it, man.
Natties, no. That was a lucky, very lucky dodge on Sam Vargas's shot there. No other ranges. We're gonna go back into the planning phase. Get rid of these focus tokens. For those just tuning in, Sam Vargas, the Scimitar player, the Empire up on top, does have the initiative, so he is going to be moving first.
Love it, love it, love it. Console fire.
I think that starts
mark there.
Does that start next turn?
Next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Sam has the initiative. He will have an opportunity to flip that, as you can flip it over with an action.
I think that's going to be tough. I don't know if he's going to want to.
No, probably not.
He's going to have, hopefully, if he could predict what these X-Wings will do, should have a couple shots coming in from these three. It's going to be pretty hard for them to do anything to get out of the way, I think. So, even if they close their S-foils.
So somebody asked in the chat, does the blue bomber do a 5K here?
That would put him about there. Oh, I think. I don't think so.
No,
I don't.
These X-Wings are going one forward.
Yeah, I don't think these X-Wings are going to come in too hot.
Yeah, I like just slow maneuvers. Obviously, we're gonna come in here from the edge, coming around. This is a bank. This is a hard turn. One straight. You anticipate that these bombers possibly coming in fast, but I still think you dial in the one straights for both. If you want to get cute, you could maybe do the two straight with green. He might end up clearing right in front, and then you do a tactical bump there with purple. And that might get you enough space so that you get at least one action out of the two there. Well, we'll see how it turns out. All right, so player one, Sam Vargas, the TIE Bombers, was the pick of the champion, the chosen champion of the people. So if he wins, you guys get another point towards the bonus prize in the giveaways. Shout out to Assorted Needles in the chat. Really great X-Wing player. All right, Sam wanting to continue the joust. One straight, not giving up the flank there.
And I think he's going to keep that crit on him and take a focus for the barrage rocket.
That's right. I'm here to barrage. But here's the thing. He's probably dead anyway. The council fire doesn't matter. He needs to get a shot. He needs to do damage.
That's true. That actually does kind of point more fire on him being the front leader there. Probably going to be taking some range one shots himself. Barrage rockets, they are range 2-3, so he's also trying to make sure he doesn't get too close to this.
All right, getting a one bank there.
Kind of starting to split up his formation a little bit. I think that might be okay. He's still got a pretty, just with what we have so far, a pretty wide arc of fire. And definitely trying to protect his flank from those two X-Wings at the bottom left.
I have to shout out this comment in the chat. It's quite fantastic. From the client, Sharks versus Jets, a Star Wars story. What? Do you not know this reference? You don't? Really?
Yeah.
West Side Story?
I do know this reference. Why don't you explain it to everybody else who may not know it?
No, if they don't know, they're just not in the circle. West Side Story, two rival gangs. After the same thing, it turned out.
45-minute lunch break after round 2.
Okay, so we do have a break after round 2, going into round 3, guys. So just be aware of that. That'll be your potty break, your opportunity to get some food.
You talking to me, or are you talking to
everybody? Hug your kids, hug your wife, your husband, your significant other, pet your dog, your cat, and then come right back with us. Or maybe, 45 minutes to actually get work done. All right.
3 hard in with the pink Blue Squadron Escort.
All righty.
This I think is going to be a really bloody turn. Neither of these ships really have a lot for agility.
Yeah, Steven's on this side. Yeah.
All right, hard 2 there. Kind of surprised he didn't do the 3. Get a little extra space, but that does keep him on the inside of this this asteroid better. S-foils staying open, 1 bank.
Which ones are the You want to do the next round? Not the next round. I'll do the round after. Oh, it's really good. Oh, buddy. Let's just see right here.
I want to gamble too, though.
I'll do it. I'll do whatever you want. I want to
Gamble Secret Hitler.
I want to hang with you. So
$300. I'm Secret Hitler.
All right, 1 straight from purple, taking the focus. Keeping the S-foils open. Those are the 1 straights we were talking about.
I predict that Sam Vargas will get at least 1 X-Wing here, and potentially also half points on 1 X-Wing, but Sam is in return going to lose blue, and he might even lose red.
Are we going 1.5 for 1.5, basically?
I'm going 1.5 for 2. But Sam's next turn, I think, is going to be better for him.
Now, the other advantage Sam has here by going first, if he lays crits in, those crits may affect Jonathan's attacks. Things like weapons failure, disabled power regulator, getting ions and things like that. So watch out for those if they happen.
And of course, if you get a panicked pilot, he won't be able to turn around with his with those K-turns and those X-wings, which will really affect his time on target, right, Dion?
That's right.
Oh, here we have an exchange.
the omnipresent Ryan Farmer voice.
Just 1 from this first barrage rocket. No defense. Blank out, no focus. And that is on purple.
Yep.
So purple has no more shields remaining.
Shields down. See if you can lock it down, R2.
Sam's also in a good spot because now he's going to start probably dropping his bombs next turn. Sam's going to have not too many options as far as moving forward. Oh, 3 hits.
Oh, there you go. There's a crit, as we're talking about. He's probably gonna spend it probably.
Oh.
Well, so no, if he's gonna probably lose the X-wing anyway. You hold it for focus, right? You hold it for offense. That's why Jonathan instinctually went to spend it for defense.
And
that's the right. I think that's the right choice. He's telling the dealer to hit him.
Stay.
Yeah.
Direct hit.
Direct hit.
All right, well that's fine. That's fine. He did not shoot. He chose not to.
But he gets to shoot. He gets to shoot simul fire. Don't forget about that.
And that was, I believe, 2 of his shots so far from Sam.
Now, the best case situation is that it forces Sam to take another shot into purple. So that is the one thing that Jonathan does lose there. Most likely he was going to lose a ship anyway.
Now targeting orange with the remainder of his shots. You know, something I'll point out. Sam chose not to spend some of his charges to reroll dice, I believe, on his attack with blue onto purple. Granted, it's moot now, but if he's counting on blue to just be wiped off the map, I'm surprised he didn't go for any additional hits.
True.
Oh, he did get 1 damage off on orange. Or is that yellow? Orange? Orange.
One hit.
One evade. Orange now out of shields. Now I predicted 1.5 of Jonathan's ships to Sam's 2 ships that he might lose this turn. I'm getting close.
Here we go. 1 crit only.
Oh.
And got the squiggle.
Not our table. All right.
Blue did get hit by the console fire. Let's go ahead and add that damage. The blue bomber.
Yep. Putting him at half points. So 40 on 20.
All right, it's the X-Wing's turn. 2 hits.
Oh,
has a
he
focus.
Still has a lot of his focuses on his side too. That's actually really good for Sam. He did not spend any of his focuses.
He did not.
Other than I think green there didn't have one for some reason.
Green, same target.
Targeting that blue.
It is just in range 2. There we go.
Oop, sorry.
He has a focus. Spend it for 3. That's going to be 3 hits.
And no evades on blue. That, I believe, is going to sink blue.
Murder, she wrote.
No, I got...
All right, we're tied up. Kind of. Score says so. Jonathan is a little bit behind.
Jonathan is a little bit behind, and he's going to have to really worry about these proton bombs coming into the next round.
He's got a couple more X-Wings still to fire. Just thinking about where to go.
Purple X-Wing now taking his shot. For 3 going towards him with a crit in there. That's going to be at least 1 crit. He's got to focus. He's going to spend it. Only a crit onto red.
Yeah, no shields on those bombers, so they always stick.
That crit's going to be
direct hit. Takes 2. That's on red.
Direct hit being the most common crit in the damage deck. It's always bound to come up.
Here's orange going into the red bomber. He's got to focus. That's going to be 3. And all 3 of those are sticking, brought down to 1 hull.
Ugh. That's
he had a little Palpatine in that voice there. Pink into red now.
This has to be his last shot, I believe.
Yep. Hit crit.
Oh, 1 fell out. Get that evade. No. No.
All right, so Jonathan ending up ahead. Structural damage there at the end. 2 bombers off the table. Jonathan lost 1 X-Wing and a couple shields. He ends up on top.
Dude, I was 1 hull point away on Jonathan from being right on my prediction. I'll take it.
But no, you can't. You were wrong.
I'll take it.
If you're one number over in blackjack, you lose.
That's not true.
That's true. Want to remind you guys that this round and all of our rounds this weekend are brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use coupon code LV2020 to get your very own acrylic tokens. You can get large versions of the ones like we use for streaming. There's frosted versions, all kinds of things. They also got supplies for Legion, Destiny, L5R, all kinds of games. Check them out. And if you've never had acrylic tokens, it really makes a big difference going from the cardboard tokens to acrylic. It makes the game just feel a lot more premium, and they look great. Really cool styling.
Andrew Knuckles yesterday was on the stream using a custom set of templates that I think Andrew Knuckles of Curled Paw is using a custom set of templates that he made for himself. Go ahead and watch that game from yesterday, and you will see kind of some of the cool things that he's capable of doing with some custom orders.
Yeah, he does a lot of great work. He makes all the acrylics for Gold Squadron Podcast and for Fly Better. I don't know if you guys know that. He is the official. It is legit.
Pretty bloody round for both players.
It is for sure. Well, this initial engagement was going to give us everything, like give us the momentum swing right away.
I think Jonathan chose right, choosing these front two ships to focus on against Sam. Now getting rid of the potential proton bombs from those two ships, I think helped him out a lot more, because I think that these three in the back are a little too far away to really do too much, at least out of the back.
Neo Saturn, yes. The ship markers as well, yes. The Arc ID, like the colored ones I have, those are Curl Paw Creatives. He's also got just like white and black versions with numbers in them. Now you notice they actually do have numbers on the side, but we don't use the numbers. We just use the colors just for quick setup. But yeah, you can buy a full set of a color.
I know most of the values for most of these things. So.
For every base possibility that exists in the game. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's so cool. It's really sweet.
Alrighty, where's this bomber going?
Is he doing 5? Is that a 4 or 5? I can't tell from here.
Looks like a 4. Yep, 4 straight. That looks to me like a blocking maneuver, trying to catch green.
Yeah, I think Sam is trying to minimize the amount of attacks coming in at him, trying to block both orange, green, and pink of X-Wings with this move. He's got to leave the yellow kind of dragging behind a little bit just to still have some shots.
Now, I am a little bit surprised that we didn't see proton bombs, but actually this turn coming up here, after this, assuming that the bombers are still alive, will make a really big difference for these bombs, because they're going to be closer in proximity. This is the bombing run right now.
As foils are open, it looks like a 3-bank.
Yeah, it's hard.
What? No, a 1-bank. A 1-bank. I have old eyes. I can't see that tile.
That's a block.
That's still a block. Yep.
MG Rockwell yelling in the chat with highlighted. Remember, guys, for every, I forget the rate. It should say it on your guys' side. You guys earn GSP credit for watching. Okay. You get your little points. It's pretty cool. I can't see how many points I get because I have unlimited. I can do what I want. But you guys get points, and you guys can spend them on things like highlighted messages, unlocking an emote, all kinds of fun stuff on the channel. And it's free.
These are very specific sets.
GSP credits.
These are like the scum highlights, scum crew.
All right, another bump here.
So these are actually pretty rare.
Only one of the X-Wings are going to end up with the
No, these are
with an action.
system open. So these are system open. These two were force off.
Most likely. The green could, I guess, still get an action, maybe not an attack. A 3-bank would actually be a really tight move from this green one. We'll see what he predicted.
keeping those foils open and bumps as well.
Yep. That actually might be what Jonathan really wanted here. He knew that the bombers were going to get his focuses, but bumping, doing these tactical bumps, I like to call it the flying circus, where in which you are purposely like trying to bump into ships just to get the range one shots, whether they're modified or not, is still pretty strong and denying Sam his barrage rockets.
I like that phrase. I'm going to steal that.
The flying circus?
Yeah.
I love it.
It will become a part of my vernacular.
You got to do it. You got to make, like, one of the ways to play swarms is to create chaos, and this is chaos in the middle here now.
Chaos in the middle. All right, here we go. One crit. Spending the focus for a hit crit.
Oh, evaded.
Got him. Natty's our thing.
So much sweat. A lot of sweat. There were coins?
I have 18. When
Waiting for our next attack here.
again, I brought all of these receipts over to Jeff because I said, no, he's not being that asshole.
Sounds like barrage rockets from yellow. I think he's going to go to green or orange. I don't know if orange has the range.
There's one only.
I would start spending some rerolls.
Yep, and he does.
Rerolling both of those.
Looks like he's got one left after this. Oh.
Librarian, I'd love to see your von Richtendorf's flying circus painted X-Wing. That'd be really cool. Do you know who that is?
I do not. That sounds cool.
That's the Red Baron.
Oh, that is the Red Baron.
Yeah.
The original, the OG, as some would like to say.
The first ace. Maybe not the first ace. He wasn't the first ace technically, but definitely one of the best.
Now Sam was the people's champion. He still has 3 bombers left. 3 bombers in a dream.
But that yellow bomber is going to be taking. Yellow and pink are going to be taking
a lot of
all
shots.
4 of his X-Wing shots.
Yep.
And this is, I think, definitely what John wanted.
Like 2 sets of tickets for like. I had 200 sleeves.
Oh, I need to do something.
Yep. Oh my goodness, range 1,
right,
2 hits, 2 crits. Those dice are warming up. Jonathan exclaims, holy crap.
Yellow taking 2 hits, 2 crits. Oh, I didn't see that one. Is that a direct? And a damage
sensor array. It was a direct. This is a rough one for sure. Here we go, another shot here. Hit, crit.
Jonathan's attacks, unmodified, have been on point.
Military casuals are like a group in the Bay Area. I am not officially part of it, but I'm from Sacramento. But whenever we go out to play, they like indoctrinate. So
Man.
it's on like
Making short work of those bombers. Hull breach, everything is face up after any other damage it suffers.
Well, that's fine because that ship is now removed.
no one else in your group is here.
I believe.
Yep, switching targets now.
I saw you with your poly pilot.
2.
You're like, hey, man.
He's rolling an evade like every time, which is above average, but the attack dice early really making it hurt.
There's also pharmacists too. She works like 1 day every 3 months.
All right.
I know a couple like that.
So she's just I have 2 kids. So I got what, 6-month-old. Yeah.
Ooh, a weapons failure crit.
And my wife is like, okay.
That's exactly.
Which I interpret as
While you perform an attack, roll 1 fewer attack die.
Is that, I do forget, is that primary or is that any attack? It's primary, right?
Huh?
Just primary for weapon failure?
No.
No?
Oh, any.
Oh, man.
It's okay. You can give her a
Not what you want to see right now for Sam. Sam now having a good time to drop some bombs.
Benfit, thank you so much for donating 5 subs.
Sam should be getting most of these X-Wings, hopefully with some bombs here. Needs it, but Jonathan's got to know it's coming.
You know, I want to highlight this message right here. I am that Dave says Jonathan is about the nicest and most polite person. This is true. He is not enjoying this, I assure you. He literally put down those dice that he was rolling for his attacks and says, "I'm switching." And then when he rolled the 2 hits, he's like, "Okay, that's fair." You could see the discomfort on his face.
I will get a lightsaber with the lightsaber thing, and I'll show it to you.
whatever you want. Another loot tag, binder.
Yeah, it's always a bad feeling. Definitely when you can tell your dice are a lot hotter than your opponents.
Yeah.
I always just don't know what to say, especially like for the longest time when I've been playing. Every game I played the past 5 years, I don't really care if I win or lose. There's nothing in it for me, at least the past 5 years. But like, there's definitely been games where I've had just hit unmodified, you know, and I just feel bad every time I rolled.
Yep.
I've also had games where I didn't do well, so hopefully,
Yeah, exactly. Balances out, right?
hopefully it balances out. But yeah, it's always kind of a tough feeling because you could tell the opponent starts to lose motivation to keep going, and something most competitive players really need to learn early in their career is, regardless of how well you're doing, keep going. Don't get discouraged. If you start getting tilted, you're going to start losing.
For sure. Absolutely.
Violence till the end.
So we're
Paul.
Paul. But a few weeks ago, we were called.
And Benfit gifts a sub, and we hit our first goal. We're giving away a T-shirt.
We hit our first goal. We're giving away a T-shirt, including potentially that Salami Cat gang, right? Is that
Yeah,
on
you
there?
could whatever, any T-shirt on the Gold Squadron podcast shop. Just make sure you in the description of the winning person that you let me know which one you want and what size. That's it.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean exactly?
All right, we're in the system phase. I heard Sam call it. He's ready to drop them bombs. Hopefully, there's a chance he can get rid of the orange X-Wing here.
Pink getting pink.
Kind of. They're the same size. That's okay. Yeah. Legion has the same size cards.
Yeah, they're
It kills me that they did that.
Choosing to use the ability Nimble Bomber on the green bomber there to drop his proton bomb.
With that little bit of angle, we talked about that earlier. It gives you also a little bit of extra distance as well.
Yeah, trying to predict Orange's movement there to do a straight. Granted, Green could also just move first. I think he could try to eat that bomb.
Yeah.
Trying to protect Orange a little bit. Green having the shields.
Well, it's everybody. Everybody.
It is everybody.
It's everybody in the range.
Oh, after
everybody's moved. So Orange would have had to get out in order to pretty much avoid this bomb here. And if it's a direct hit, because it is a proton bomb, they are crits, Orange will be off the table.
I like your recoloring.
Now Jonathan does have an opportunity just to open it or close his S foils to try to get that boost to get out of there.
It's really neat. That's their own touch. Right? Right.
All right, replacing some things there. I do want to remind you guys, we do have a break after this. Once we have hit time, it'll be about 45 minutes after that. I'm excited to see what these bombs do. Could be absolutely a reckoning for Jonathan.
Yeah, I think he's got to try to get out of there. It's hard to see what he's doing there. It looks like a 3 hard. 3 bank.
Could be an opportunity to reset.
Just looking around.
All right, maybe take some target locks. Ravencat says, oh no, it's 5 a.m. here. Yeah, I mean, you're just waking up over there in Japan right now.
It feels like it's 5 a.m. here, man. I'm tired. I did get a good night's sleep, though. We went out to eat burgers and went right to bed. No questions asked.
Tonight, you and me at the blackjack tables.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try our luck. We've gotten lucky. I've gotten so lucky guessing these games. Maybe I could press that luck a little.
All right, I'm a little worried about this range on this bomb. That seems close.
Oh, he's keeping his S-foils open on green, doing a 3 hard turn.
Alejandro Sparano, one of my favorite people, just entered the chat.
Ooh.
He's a good guy.
I'm looking at this.
Oh, sorry. He is. I also ooh him. Oh, man. That Talon roll looking good. He's going to eat that bomb no matter what.
He knows it. He doesn't care.
He's rolling for the strain.
Oh, missed
out
it.
the box. And takes a strain on the right side. On the other side.
Yes, we do have a strain token.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, that Talon looks so good. All right, so we know Orange is taking 1 damage for sure. Ends with 1 shield down, but no shots. S-foils closing on Pink. 4 straight and boosting out most likely. There's a 4 straight. Reminder, guys, when you hit a gas cloud, you roll a die on a hit or a focus result, you suffer, or you don't suffer, you take a strain. Orange taking a 4K, the risky business here from Jonathan Gomes. He's gonna take a crit. He won't take them both, though. Jonathan hoping not to see a double damage in there.
Interesting.
Too hard. I mean, he was anticipating where, once I saw the Talon roll, I was like, all right, he has anticipated these moves.
Ooh.
All right, bomb goes off. So red takes a shield. Takes an actual crit. Green takes a shield. Stunned pilot. After you execute maneuver, if you move through an obstacle, suffer damage. Probably not relevant in this case, but it's important to know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Orange doesn't have too many obstacles in front of him. Oh. Now they're discussing if the bomber should have taken damage.
One.
Oh, they call the judge. They're going to try to figure this one out.
Yep.
They can try to rewind it.
Did he do? Because was it the pink one that dropped that one, or was it green?
That would have been green.
If you have the maneuver, you just place it again.
Yep. Yeah, just use one of the dead bombers. Don't move green at all. You could just use the dead bomber to put it back there. And it sounds like they're agreeing on a spot first. And
Blinded pilot.
Blinded pilot onto the pink, which unfortunately also is going to give him half points.
Blinded pilot making it so that you cannot spend modifiers except for the force.
Is this all raffle stuff?
Might be able to get a shot off with Orange. Oh, Orange did take a damage there too. I'm sorry.
He's down to one.
Yep.
So here's a primary shot. He's been firing barrage rockets all over the place. No barrage rocket this time, just primary. 2 dice, no mods. Oh no, 1 dice because of weapons failure. Excuse me.
No, he said he had a lot of fun.
All eyeballs, all around.
He said he learned a lot.
All right, Green's gonna try to put that pink bomber in a coffin. 1 out of the box.
1 die. Oh, 2 dice.
There's 3. Got 1. Living on 1.
I believe that's on Green.
No, that was pink. Go down to 1 hole. And we got a crit. Spends for 3 hits and a crit. Gets another squiggle. You have to spend it.
Might as well. You're not losing anything by spending it. So that's a hit crit. Onto Green. Green is now taking damaged engine.
Damage engine increases the difficulty of those hard turns.
And that's going to be tough. That is the 2 hard and the 3 hard on the bombers are now going to be red.
So for this side, I can take 3 now or
Just so you guys know, we're not using BCP on the ground here. We're using cryodex. We only use BCP to check people in.
You might have noticed I have gotten noticeably quieter as this game has progressed. As the Empire's been a stunned pilot on. Is that on Green? Is that what you said? Or are you talking to me?
That was on Green.
I am stunned myself.
That's half points as well.
Yep, I was really counting on Sam Vargas to win this one for the Empire. Oh, oh, and pink is gone as well.
And, you know, at this point, you know, if Sam can get a couple more points off on the board, that just helps future MOV. This is only round 2. Still got a lot to go. Every point can matter. Remember, there are also faction prizes. So
that's true. I don't know how many Empire players there are today. There was quite a bit yesterday, I believe. Sam's best bet, he's got to try to get orange just off the board. That's, I think, the easiest. It's just 1 hull compared to 2 or 3 damage. I'm going to predict a 5K just to try to reposition because he can't do hard turns anymore without gaining a stress anyways. And
sorry, there was no stun pilot there. Sorry.
What? It's right there. What's that? Is that just damage engine?
Damage engine, yeah. Yeah, we're good. It was on. We're good.
But still, damage engine's restricting him from taking a hard turn, trying to take a focus and get off another barrage. I think he still has some on that ship. That's also hard to read. Maybe he might be out.
Dropping the bomb, trying to get some more points, baby.
Oh, nope. It's behind the list. How do we...
Yep, that's it.
Trying to see 4 barrage rockets remaining for Sam Vargas. Oop.
It's back. Just give it a second. It like reloads every time you do it.
Oh, he's doing a 3-bank. All right.
Thought I would come in.
He's just trying to play chase right now. Use those bombs.
Well, that is his second bomb. He is now out of bombs.
Yep, that's the second one.
Oh, a barrel roll. Interesting choice.
Would that be better? I don't have to grab this. I just didn't want you to worry about it. No.
Trying to hide behind that gas cloud a little more.
Are you going to be here this evening? Okay, yeah. I'm here till this event is done. And when's that? Is that like 9? 8 or 9, yeah. Yeah, I'm really
Takes a target lock there with the bomber. With the barrel roll for linked actions.
2 hard turn just to try to get in. That might be close. And I did say might.
No, let's see.
That does look close. That is close.
Super close. No barrel roll available for the X-Wing because of the gas cloud in the way.
Which would have been beneficial for Jonathan not only to get into arc, but get away from that proton bomb. Red having 1 damage on him already. That's going to potentially be another damage on him. Barrel roll proving to be beneficial for Sam Vargas with that bomber.
1 bank, playing it patient. That clears both the strain and the stress.
Stress strain.
Sorry, my brain is at
Ryan Farmer stealing things from the merch table.
Just full pockets, just full hoodie pockets.
Yeah, the angle on the camera isn't exactly right above the table, so it does look close from this angle, but for all we know, it's way out or way in.
We use this angle because it is the most pleasing to the eye.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, I'm stating because some people ask like, why don't you use a top-down view? It's honestly much prettier. Like visually, the top-down view has a very the view is very tension-filled. Not a fan.
Looks like green's going to be taking the scimitar is going to be taking a lot of shots this round. Red potentially being in range 1, orange and green. Both obstructed, but also in range. There's some target locks going on.
Yep. Is that bomb going to catch the red X-Wing?
Bomb.
Yeah. The other reason is this view is also very much what you see. Like if you were standing at a table, this is how you would look at it. It would be at an angle. All right, no bomb there.
1 bomb on red, removing all shields now. How many subs for Pickles?
2,000.
2,000 subs. You heard it.
For 2,000 subs, I would eat a pickle. And I wouldn't baby out. Like I'd eat like a real pickle, like the real ones, like in a jar.
Yeah, a big
pickle.
kosher
Yeah.
dill pickle. Oh, now they're moving it around. I think they're saying now it's in. I don't know about that one.
Nick B, thank you for your sub.
I wish I ate the hot dog.
All right, here we go.
I know.
Yeah, circles are Sam's.
Ooh.
And 4 hits.
And that's gonna. Oh,
2. No, not gonna do anything, Wade. Just gonna make him take 2 damage.
It's gonna be.
You were gonna put him in the coffin. He wasn't ready to go.
I said that's gonna be a hard climb back for Sam now at this point, giving up almost all of his points. 180 points to Jonathan right now. It's a 60 from Sam.
All right. 3 dice. Gas cloud, safe. Another obstructed shot here.
Ooh, 2 crits.
He's got the
through.
lock.
Expand it. Yeah, no reason not to.
There's no focus out there for that bomber. And there we go.
That's ease.
Neo Saturn, yes, I think that is one of your painted green dice that got mixed in with the stream dice.
How did this come to be?
The barrel roll, the linked action.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Lock barrel or barrel roll lock, whichever order it is.
That seems like a.
It is barrel roll lock.
That seems like a risky. I don't know about that one.
I think it was just trying to, like with this turn, if it was a little shallower, or sorry, a little deeper into the corner, that would have got him out of a shot.
Well, they did do some bumps. I don't know. That could have been close. They were discussing it. They try to be careful with it, and sometimes you're just not as careful as you think you are.
Yep. Interesting comment in the chat here. The Birmingham Barons had been going back and forth on which of these 2 5-ship squads are better between the 2. Somebody said, oh, this settles the argument. I don't necessarily think it does, because it really comes down to dice variance quite a bit. They both have different tools, which we talked about early. The S-foils is a considerable tool for the X-Wings. And then, of course, the bombers have the bombs and the barrage rockets, the re-rolls there.
Yeah, and let's remember, fans voted for the Bombers. They thought it was going to be the stronger of the 2. And honestly, I don't think either player did anything wrong. I think they both played it exactly correctly. End of the day, though, it does come down some dice rolls, some barrage rockets weren't doing as much as they could have been. But also, you got to remember, trying to joust either of these lists is going to be tough.
Oh yeah. And then also, I also want to give props to Jonathan. He put his ships in the right place where they had to be in order to take advantage. He had those arcs spread out.
Yeah,
like once he would pop a bomber, he'd be able to have an arc on another one, being able to cover angles. It's great play by Jonathan.
Jonathan potentially has played this before, and just learned learn from experience how to combat that top, seeing where Sam deployed, how to counter this top deployment of a swarm. I'd like to watch this video again and see who plays what rocks, because Sam trying to leave this fire lane open, I think, was intentional, but at the same time, Jonathan knew exactly how to come in.
Looks like a face.
Drawings from Wade.
That's right. Oh, we should totally get you to draw something on the screen.
Like on this?
Yeah.
My finger drawing?
Yeah. I know it's not super accurate, but
No, this is terrible. I suppose I got to change the colors.
Yeah, we're at lunch now. Yeah.
we'll try again later. All right, one's going through there. He's limping. He's got one hole left on the green bomber. Red. Here we go. There it is. Spend the focus.
That's got to be.
Put him in the coffee.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Surprise
That was
you
in
there,
my
huh?
ear.
That was in your ear. And there's that game. Congratulations to Jonathan overcoming the People's Champion's Choice, Sam Vargas. Sam, thank you so much for playing. This was a fantastic game. Now, we do have a lunch break, but before we do that, it's giveaway time. Giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. Use coupon code LV2020 for 15% off. Let's go ahead and give away
Things.
three or four?
Three.
Three.
Four.
Three.
No, I'm sorry.
It would have been Wade's. I almost got him. I almost got you. All right. We're going to go ahead and give away four GSP prize packs. These are 3 to 4 random cards from either GSP, FFG Official, or somebody out there. We have tons of squadrons that donate cards to us, and we had some fun. We mixed them all up. You can get that, or we also have token packs that it might be. So basically what you're going to enter in, if you do win, you put GSP, prize pack / loot box, have some fun with it. The random draw, basically. And also, for me, it makes it more fun so that people who maybe if you won before, it's like, hey, now I don't know what I'm getting. It's a little fun. Of course, if we do some of the big prizes, you know what you're getting. Anyway, let's do it.
Blind bake prizes.
That's right.
I think there's something there.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The first winner is
Kieran C.
Kieran C. He's got that Kieran C.
Kieran Sai? Whatever.
Remember to type !win in the chat so that you can claim your prize. Fill that out completely. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Number 2 is going to Dumpster Fire _Red.
Dumpster Fire Red. That's one of our local-ish players. I forget which one. There's a Dumpster Fire Squadron that we have out in one of the Chicago suburbs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Get it.
The real Jeff Sanders.
The real Jeff Sanders. Is there a fake Jeff Sanders?
Yeah.
Is there an impersonator? Has he had problems with this before?
Colonel Sanders is his. So I don't know. That might be related. Is Colonel Sanders' first name Jeff?
Is Colonel Sanders watching our stream is really what we needed to find out.
The real Jeff Sanders is.
All right, we got one more prize pack and our stretch goal. Don't leave. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Roll it.
Airborne Elmo.
That's a fantastic name.
I always wonder where people come up with their names. I bet you everyone's got an interesting story.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, guys, so we got our 4 GSP prize packs. I want to remind you guys that the giveaways are brought to you by District Foundry. Use coupon code LV2020. We're about to give away one of our T-shirts here. They make awesome things like this tournament tray. You can get whatever you want on the top of this. Whatever design you want. We obviously are going to be giving this one away at the end of the final, GSP logo. Now you can get really whatever you want on here. We were kind of messing around. Ken Cho, the owner of District Foundry, had some fun because I was saying, like, hey, if they had a line drawing, you could even put the one of your your face on there. So you got places for your faces, places for your bases. And if you get the thick version,
spaces for your aces.
That's correct. Spaces for your aces.
Space place for your ace.
Now there's other 3D printed design things such as damage deck holders and stuff like that. Here's an example of one right now. Somebody flipped this. What happened here?
That's fine. It means I don't look at myself.
Uh-oh.
I'm now focused on the lens instead of. All right, now it's. What'd you do?
I don't know. Did we just lose the stream?
No.
Did we just lose the screen?
I think you lost your.
Lost the
die?
screen.
No, it's still on.
It's still on.
People are saying we're good.
Okay, they can see us.
Can we still?
This is concerning, though.
Yeah. Well, we have an hour.
We, we do. Okay.
Let's try to get a.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to touch anything.
Throw up sub goals.
Let's go ahead and.
I'm trying to keep us.
You're trying to keep us focused. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out.
People are
freaking out.
People are freaking out too. There we go. What the hell?
Okay. We're not touching anything. We're giving away a shirt. You guys can't see what's happening. We went from, it was like 3 screens to 2 screens to 3 screens. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. Let's give away that t-shirt. Remember, you can get anything off of goldsquadronpodcast.com. Anything at all. Look at our merch shop. You can type !merch. Let us know which design you want and the size if you're the winner. Let's find out who wins.
Oh, yeah.
3, 2, 1, roll it.
Phil Found Glory is going to get one.
Phil found the glory. Congratulations. Any of those shorts are going to be yours. Now, couple of reminders, guys. We have some patron exclusive giveaways we're going to talk about more after Range 3. Anybody who becomes a patron during LVO are going to be receiving one of our Gold Squadron Podcast double-sided deplete and strain tokens with my face and Marcel's face on it. And I have this hour to do some Photoshop so that Wade doesn't judge me anymore for holding up pictures of my phone.
Judged.
All right, guys. So we'll be back here. What time are we supposed to be back? Ken, what time did they say the next round starts?
They said in 45 minutes, so I don't know the exact.
In 45 minutes. Let's
Probably
go.
about 1:30 is my guess.
Let's call it 1:30, guys. All right, we'll be back at 1:30 for round 3 of the Las Vegas Grand Championship, brought to you by Flybetter at the Las Vegas Open, streamed by Gold Squadron Podcast, and sponsored by Curl Puck Creatives. Got it.
Got it. We did it.